Hello and welcome to VCE Legal Studies. VCE Legal Studies comprises 4 units that are studied across 2 years. The first unit is Guilt and Liability. This unit is divided into 3 areas of study, the first being Legal Foundations. Legal Foundations covers how laws are made, the need for laws, different types of laws, the Victorian court hierarchy, and the principles of justice, which are used to measure how effective laws are and elements of the legal system. Area of study 2 is called the presumption of innocence. In this, we investigate the purpose of criminal law. We look at the fact that offenders or accused persons are considered innocent until proven guilty. We explore the elements of a crime, and we look at the burden of proof and the standard of proof in a criminal case. Area of study 3 moves into civil law and is called civil liability. We look at how individuals, groups and organisations can redress a breach of civil law, and also we look at the responsibilities that we all have under civil law. In this, we will focus on 2 particular areas of civil law and conduct case studies into defamation and negligence. Unit 2 Legal Studies is called Sanctions, Remedies and Rights. In sanctions, we look at the outcomes of criminal trials. We look at purposes of sanctions and approaches to sentencing, and we look at institutions which enforce the law. In area of study 2, we look at remedies. Remedies are the results of a civil case. Remedies that are available to a wronged party, the types and purposes of remedies, the methods used to resolve a civil matter, including alternative dispute resolution, and we'll investigate 2 recent civil cases. Area of Study 3 in Unit 2 is called Rights, and in this area of study, we look at how rights are protected in Australia, including the structures and processes that are put in place to protect our rights, how legislation can protect our rights, international agreements, and we'll even look at our Constitution. Unit 3 Legal Studies is traditionally taught in Year 12. Rights and Justice is the name of Unit 3 Legal Studies. In Area of Study 1, we will look at the Victorian criminal justice system. We'll look at the institutions, including courts, that are used to determine a criminal case. We'll look at the types and purposes of sanctions. We'll look at considerations of sentencing and the principles of justice. Area of Study 2 is called Victorian Civil Justice. We'll look at courts and alternative dispute resolution bodies and processes. We'll look at factors which affect the achievement of justice, and we'll look at reforms that have been made to the justice system in the previous 4 years. Unit 4 is called The People, the Parliament and the Courts. In this, we'll look at the people and the Australian Constitution. We look at how the Constitution established Parliament, how it established mechanisms to protect abuse of power. We'll look at the process of a referendum and the role of the High Court in interpreting the Constitution. The People, the Parliament and the Courts investigates how various laws are made. We'll look at Parliament, common law, and the operation of precedent. We'll also explore the need for ongoing law reform and the way that laws are able to change for a changing society. If you would like to know more about studying legal studies in 2021, please contact Wendy Phillips on Zuno, and I'd be happy to help. Thank you.